shadow spokesperson on finance. Southeast St. Andrew, are you here? One day, let's hear it for Comrade Julian Robinson.
Comrade Chairman of today's meeting, our party leader and our comrades on the platform, the comrades from Kingston and St. Andrew, let me welcome you to the Bastion constituency of Southeast St. Andrew. I want to say to the residents of Southeast St. Andrew, for those of you on Slipe Road, for those of you in Woodford Park, for those of you in Vineyard Town, for those of you in McGregor Gardens, for those of you in Nannyville, for those of you in Swallowfield, for those of you in Seymour Lands, for those of you in New Kingston, for those of you in Manaltree, I am your MP today. I will be your MP tomorrow, and I will be your MP on the night of September 3rd. I have represented this constituency from 2011, and every year I've reported on my work as a member of parliament. I hear such man talk about report card. I've been doing a report card every single year. You know how your money is spent in this constituency. We deal with full transparency, accountability, and integrity in how I operate. And I will say to you, I will continue to represent your interests in the parliament, outside of the parliament, to ensure that Southeast St. Andrew is the best constituency that it can be. I want to speak to the 110,000 public sector workers in Jamaica. And I want to say to you that the People's National Party will treat you with dignity and respect. You won't need to threaten strike action to get a meeting with me. You won't need to become restive just to ensure that your voice can be heard. We will ensure that your voice is heard at the table because we value the work that you have done to advance the interests of this country. The government has said that they're offering 0% in the first year. 0% is an insult to our public sector workers. We have looked at the budget and we know and we will do better for you because you deserve better than 0%. The government undertook a public sector compensation review 2 to 3 years ago. It has led to some public servants being worse off than they were before. It has created some anomalies where 2 people are doing the same job, but one is worse off than another. I am giving you my commitment and the commitment of the People's National Party that all those issues that arose from the compensation review, we will fix them to ensure that there is equity and justice for every single public sector worker. And I want to say to our policemen, to our firemen, to our security guards, to those who work in our hospitality sector, we have made a commitment that we will remove the taxes on your overtime pay so that you can take home more money, so that you can spend more money to send your children to school, and we will ease the pressure that you face. We are committed to building an economy where every single Jamaican can participate and feel at home. Not an economy where a minority few do well, but the vast majority don't. And that is why we are committed to the reform of our education system, so that when every single child who leaves primary school, they must be able to read and write so that they can participate in building a better Jamaica. We are committed to easing the pressure that you face with your cost of living by ensuring that every child in need, and the United Nations Food and Agricultural Organization has said 55% of Jamaicans suffer from what they call moderate to severe food insecurity. That's a fancy term for just saying that people can't find the money to put food on them table. We will ensure that every child has at least one hot meal per day. And we're going further to ensure that those parents who don't send their children to school because you don't have the lunch money or the bus fare, we're putting in the right program so that you get a subsidy of $2,500 a week or $10,000 a month. We're saying to our students who go and them pass them CSEC, them pass them CAPE, and them reach university, and some of them have to delay it because them don't have the money. If you are the first in your family, you're getting a full scholarship offered by the People's National Party. And we're saying to those who have to take out a student loan, and I'm speaking to those university students, the thousands of you who facing the prospects of you being classified as delinquent, of your account being put into a category where your credit score is negatively affected, where if you want to buy a car or a house, you can't do it. We are saying to you, we are going to link your repayment to your salary so you pay what you can afford to pay, and you will not be classified as a delinquent, because no university student who has made the sacrifice, who has gotten a job, must be put in that position. We're going to provide the incentives for small and micro businesses. We're going to lift the income tax for the first 3 years so that you can go out there and build your business, make money, and grow the economy for the benefit of all Jamaicans. And we will ensure that we eliminate waste from government. We have something called OPM, which is the Office of Plenty Ministries. The Office of Plenty Ministries. And what we have now is a concentration of all the economic ministries under OPM and the Ministry of Economic Growth. It is a bottleneck. It takes a businessman 1 year to get a lease to deal with a government agency. Your leader, Comrade Marky G, will make sure we remove those obstacles so that the money that should be spent to grow the economy will be spent on you. And comrades, finally, we will lead a government of integrity and ethics. A government where your money will be spent on the goods and services to make your life better. So when you go to the hospital and you need to do a CT scan or MRI, you don't have to find $50,000 for go to some private place. So that when your children need the books at school, it is there. I want you to understand what the cost of corruption is. When your road need for fix, it can't fix because somebody take the money. So I'm saying to you, on September 3rd, use your head. On September 3rd, think carefully. And on September 3rd, put the X beside the head so that we can build a better future for you and your children. Comrades, one love. The word is gone.